New York Times vs. Sullivan, a case study by Jennifer Reed. In the 1960s, the New York Times ran a paid advertisement candidly opposing the Montgomery, Alabama officials. In this case, the defendant was the New York Times and the plaintiff was Sullivan. Sullivan felt that the advertisement was geared towards him and was defamatory to his character. The ad stated that the Montgomery police were an unprecedented wave of terror. Since Sullivan was the police commissioner, he felt it was malicious towards him because the officers were under his command. The New York Times did not print Sullivan's name within the advertisement. However, the ad was negative and did criticize the Montgomery Police Department. In defamatory cases, whether it is libel or slander, the plaintiffs must prove the 4 elements of defamation. In the New York Times vs. Sullivan case, the form of defamation is libel because the claims are in the form of publication. Sullivan is the plaintiff, and he must first prove the defendant made false, defamatory statements about him. Second, he must prove unprivileged publications to a third party made by the defendant. Then, Sullivan must prove that the publisher and editor was negligent with publishing the communications. And finally, the plaintiffs must prove for damages. The Supreme Court found the New York Times at fault of libel. However, the government officials cannot sue for defamation of character. Therefore, the Times did not have to pay out any retribution or punitive damages to Sullivan. When Sullivan accepted the position as a government official, he opened himself up publicly to public criticism and ridicule. However, as a government official, Sullivan also has access to the media. Therefore, he can publicly defend himself with such statements with a rebuttal. For a public relations professional, it is very important not to misrepresent or misinterpret the truth. If you are giving your opinion, make sure you back it with facts that lead you to your opinion. Any quotes should not be edited where it changes the meaning of the statements. And any and all statements should be true for anyone. It is essential to retain all interviews for proof. Edit all of your material several times to verify that there is no false accusations. When making statements about a private person, it is imperative to make sure that they are true without any innuendo leading to the reveal. Any false accusations or statements could cause you to be found at fault of wounding their reputation. Basically, as long as the truth is told in a non-malicious manner and there is proof to back up all your statements in any PR material, it'll be safe from any lawsuits.